Hey guys, DMS here. Today we're going to talk about audiophile headphones versus hi-fi headphones. What's the difference? Let's check it out. Now do me a favor, if you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. If you want to support the channel and ask me questions directly, you can on the Telegram chat, or you can get active in the community on HiFi Guides. The answer here is pretty simple, so this won't be too long of a video, but I'll try and give you guys as much detail as I can. So, as many of you probably know, the term hi-fi means high fidelity. You break that down, fidelity, faithfulness, truthfulness. The idea high fidelity is something that is true to the original source, unaltered. So the idea is that if you record something, and I want to listen to it later, if I'm going for high fidelity, I don't want anything to be changed between the recording and my ears. High fidelity, true to the source, and true to real life. Audiophile stuff is a bit different. It's more of an enthusiast side of things in the sense that they're not necessarily looking for true to real life or true to the source. I want to say a good example is that audiophile headphones are more after a specific experience, a way that music sounds that they enjoy, which isn't to say that high fidelity or hi-fi is unenjoyable. It's very enjoyable, and I also love hi-fi sound, but they are very different. The HD 560S is something that I would say is a high fidelity sound, whereas a 6XX on a tube amp is a bit more of an audiophile sound. It's not quite true to the source. Now a 6XX is still a pretty neutral leaning headphone, though it's a little bit warm, a little bit dark, but it's not too out there. So maybe let's take it in another direction. Say something like a Grado, which has a very mid-forward sound with a bit of a bump in the lower treble. It's an audiophile sound, not a high fidelity sound, and many people enjoy it for that sound. The Harmonic Dyne Zeus, a headphone that I praised a lot, is not necessarily an extremely accurate or high fidelity headphone, but it is a detailed and very wide, very enjoyable audiophile headphone. The K361, $100, I would say that is a high fidelity headphone more than an audiophile headphone. The HD800S, HiFi VS Sundara, definitely both things that I would call a high fidelity headphone. But things like the Edition XX or the Aria, I would say lean more towards an audiophile headphone. And there isn't necessarily a right or wrong answer. It just kind of depends on what you're going for. There's hi-fi headphones that are in the end game, and there's audiophile headphones that are in the end game, and many that compete with one another on many different levels. There's hi-fi headphones out there that will blow your mind with detail and presentation, and the same goes for audiophile headphones. And in many ways, I feel like that means they can overlap. But when I say that something is high fidelity, I mean true to the source. And when I say something is an audiophile headphone, I mean that it is something that delivers a particular experience that someone might be after. Oftentimes an experience that I'm after as well. I generally gravitate towards high fidelity things, but I have a tube literally tattooed on my arm, and tubes are not high fidelity. They're an audiophile experience, and I love tube amps. I need to get a MOSFET done on my other arm one day so I can have things kind of balanced out. It's a differentiation that many people have asked me to speak about, and there you go. I hope that kind of clears it up. There's a lot of debate on what is and is not accurate, but many target curves kind of fall within a ballpark of one another, and the biggest differentiations between them are usually in the bass, while a lot of target curves are pretty similar in the highs within a few decibels of one another. Generally speaking, if your headphone is reasonably adherent to a target curve, it is leaning in the hi-fi end of things. I'm still not really convinced on the Harman target's bass though, but what are you gonna do? The K361's not bad. I like that one quite a bit. I definitely think that professionals should probably be gravitating more towards the hi-fi end of things, and I think that it is very useful for reviewers, myself included, to have a hi-fi reference. Something you can go back to and say, okay, I know that this specific sound is true to the original music, true to the source. That way, when you do have something else that comes in, and even if you like a lot of other things more, you can very easily differentiate the changes from that true to the source kind of sound. Anyway, nice, short and sweet audiophile versus hi-fi headphones. There's the differences. I think I'm gonna wrap this one up here, guys. Maybe next time I'll tell you guys about these wall panels, because I have had these for a long time. I keep saying I'm gonna make a video on it. I
I think that one's about due. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that one. But that's it, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like down below, a comment letting me know, what do you think? Do you like hi-fi headphones more, audiophile headphones more? Are you somewhere in the middle? If you want to stay active in the community, you can at forum.hifiguides.com. And as always, don't forget to stick around and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Till the next one, guys. Peace.